I am trekking into the woods of the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York, near Saranac Lake, to find a geocache that says it will test your skills of observation. Apparently, the cache itself isn't too difficult to find, but once you find it, you have to find several clues hidden around the area that let you know what the combo is to unlock it. Don't know how hard that'll be, and I just walked into a spiderweb. Ugh. So let's just get to the cache and go from there. Okay, we're spinning right around here. It's a regular size cache. Oh, there's a fun little mushroom. Here we go. A classic ammo can covered with bark and branches. That looks like a geocache, but to unlock the cache and sign the log, you need to find 4 clues hidden in the area. List the clue names in alphabetical order, count the letters in the name of each clue, and use those numbers to open the lock. The clues will be obvious once you spot them. Nothing will need to be moved to see them, and they are within 20 feet of the container. So there are clues hidden around here? All within 20 feet of the hiding spot right here. Doesn't say what we're looking for. It's just not branches, logs, or trash. So let's see what we can find. Okay, I think I found the first one. So we have the cache right here. I was just standing right here doing that little monologue. And right around the corner, hanging on this tree branch, is a plunger with a little bit of camo duct tape. That's got to be one of the clues, right? So there's our first clue, a toilet plunger. Let's see if they're all that easy to find around here. I wonder if any are hanging like way up in these trees here. I don't see any clues.
Spoiler alert, this cache took me a while to find. It also meant that I racked up nearly an hour's worth of footage of just me wandering around through the woods quietly. I know you're all dying to see a record-long video of me just looking around with a clueless look on my face, and believe me, I'm happy to share it. But unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm gods demand I keep people engaged. So you get to enjoy just the highlights, if you can call them that, of me walking around in circles for an hour. Enjoy.
Oh, I just walked through another spiderweb. Ugh. Ugh. There's not even a clue over here. See, we could go over that way, but we're getting more than 20 feet from the cache. And I know it's not based on 20 feet from a set of coordinates, so we can be pretty confident with an actual 20-foot rule there. Oh, this looks kind of suspiciously placed right here, just a piece of bark leaning against the tree. And no, that's just a piece of bark leaning against a tree. Clues, clues, clues. Where can I find these clues? The problem is I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, we found a toilet plunger, right? What else could these clues be? Are they more like household items? I just don't know. I have no clue. Let's go to the other side of this and search on the other side of the cache. You know, most geocaches, you find one thing, boom, you got it. This one has you just searching and searching. Okay, where's the cache? I can't lose that. Okay, so the geocache is about 15 feet that away. So I can go a little further over here. And maybe I'll extend it to like 25 feet, you never know. I also don't know, are they all like hanging up like that plunger was? Are they all over? I see something though. Here, come look at this. Right up in the tree there. Is that an Easter egg? I think so. Okay, but is it egg or Easter egg? I should be writing these down. 2 down, 2 to go. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so the plunger and the egg were both hanging up in a tree, so I'm wondering if they're all just hanging up somewhere instead of being on the ground. I don't know, but I'm going to concentrate my efforts mostly looking up above to see what we can find. This is pure bushwhacking at this point. Okay, now I'm completely flipped around. I don't know where the egg was and I don't know where the cache is. I think I need to pull out the coordinates. I think the geocache is like 20 feet that way. And the egg is like, oh, the egg is about 15 feet over there. You can't see where I'm pointing. I don't know why I'm bothering. But if everything's spaced evenly, the plunger was over there, the egg's now over there, I think somewhere right around here is going to be our next clue. And I wonder if they're all hanging up in the trees. There's so many trees around here, so many places to hang things. Yeah, I think I'm nearing the point where I'm too far away. So I need to get back in that direction and see if I can spot it. I'm getting all twisted around now. I think I'm like 50 feet away from the cache now. So I think I'm gonna reset, go back to the cache, and then go on the other direction because I found two of them sort of on one side, you know, that 180 degrees on that side. Then I'm gonna search the other side, but first I need to just reset because I think I'm wandering way off into the woods. Oh, there's a little spider enjoying a morning. Now the other thing to note is this hasn't been found in over a month at this point, so that would be bad if one of the clues was missing, and I'm just wandering around here aimlessly for hours and hours trying to find something that's currently in a dump heap somewhere. Let's hope that's not the case. Where would these be? So triangulating ourselves for a second, the cache and the plunger are about 15 feet that way. The egg is somewhere in that direction. So if this is laid out in like a square or a diamond, the next one should be like right behind me, maybe 5 feet over here. But I don't see anything. I've been wandering around. I'm currently balancing on a log if you see me sort of wobbling. But I cannot find it. The problem is I don't know what I'm looking for either, which makes it all the more fun. Day 3. I'm still wandering around in a 20-foot circle trying to find these clues to unlock the cache. But they're eluding me. I know they're around. They're somewhere. But where? Let's get to the other side over there. I'm really not finding anything over here. So we've made it back to the egg. So yeah, I wonder if they're this way somewhere? Like in this part of the forest? Oh, hello. I don't know what that is, actually. I don't think it's one of the clues. It's like right next to the egg. The egg's like 2 feet behind me. An old sign, maybe? Maybe it used to say geocachers beware, something like that. I don't know. It's not there anymore. Egg, plunger. I wonder if they're over this way. Oh God, ugh. The problem with this too is I'm bushwhacking everywhere, so I'm managing to get every single spider web within a 20-foot radius of here all over me. This would be a good cache to find like the day after someone found it, or like right after someone else found it, because they'll wander everywhere and clear out all the spider webs for you. It would be nice. So I was reading a few of the logs because I've just been wandering around for like half an hour now, and multiple people said that they found 3 out of the 4 clues, and that was all they could find, so then they just brute forced the lock. So if I can just find one more of these, maybe I can figure it out. But there are still 2 hiding around here somewhere. And I don't know also if I found the 2 easy ones and then these are the 2 hard ones, or if there's something really obvious that I keep missing. I just don't know. I can't believe that I can't find these. I'm like down here trying to see the area from a different angle and stuff. And it's just not... You won't believe what I just found. I think this is a clue. It is a tiger. Okay, so we have an egg, a plunger, and a tiger.
That sort of sounds like the start of a joke. I'm not creative enough to write jokes, though, but let's ask my friend who is. That's not really a joke, is it? Maybe I need to specify that it needs to be funny. Am I just really oblivious, or is that still not a joke? Asking it to explain why it's a joke didn't help much, but apparently ChatGPT thinks I have a dry, subtle sense of humor. Honestly, it looks like the only joke here is OpenAI's valuation. Anyway, this is supposed to be a geocaching video, right? Let's see if Sherlock has any updates.
I now know where 3 of them are, so I can kind of guess where the 4th one will be. So I need to go back to another area that I was looking at earlier, and I'll be honest, I walked right here, right by this thing. Not that I'm making excuses for myself, but I think the fact that it's orange and it's autumn right now and there are a ton of leaves changing, I think that's why I overlooked it. I thought, oh, there's just another little orange leaf hanging in the tree there. The cache description was right. This will test your skills of observation, and I think it's pretty clear mine are at best. So let's see if I can find that 4th one. Tiger, egg, plunger. So the 4th one, I would assume is right there. The problem is I've been standing there looking for like 15 minutes and I'm not finding it. So my theory also could be way off. Maybe they're not nicely stacked evenly around. Maybe that's why it's so difficult. It doesn't make sense. It's not like some logical pattern that's laid out. It's just how it is. The problem too is I still don't know if it's egg, EGG, or EASTEREGG. So a 3 or a 9, both are valid numbers. And I just don't know which it might be. So that makes trying to crack it without the fourth one a little more difficult. Not impossible, but a little more difficult. All right, we're in cracking mode because I actually have a geocaching event to get to, and I've spent about 3 times as long as I thought I would for this cache. So we are trialing and erroring. I also just heard a very weird sound. It sounded like a bicycle horn, which does not make any sense out here. So maybe there's a killer clown coming to find me. Oh! 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 I got it! I got it! I'm not going to show you the combination, so this will all be blurred out, but I got it! Oh, yes. Ha 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 ha. There it is! There's the logbook. Actually, no, that's not a logbook. That's a bunch of swag, but there's the logbook. Let's get my name on here. And because this cache was so good, I will be leaving a little geocaching Christmas ornament. A little geocaching G. On the back, it even says, Happy Holidays from GeoTrek. Nifty, eh? So that'll be going in here. I'll also add a little Signal the Frog Christmas ornament that I 3D printed out that is Signal signing a logbook. So that will be left in here as well. What a great geocache. I am so happy I finally got that one open. That was driving me insane for a while. Hope you enjoyed.